And welcome back, everyone. This is Illuminum Tarot. We are back again, and we're going to be doing the air signs for today. Warmest welcome to this channel. I hope that you enjoy the reading that you're about to receive. This is going to be for the sign of Libra, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. Once again, that's Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. So before we get started, please be noted that there are a bunch of scammers about on YouTube pretending to be other tarot readers and creating chaos for a lot of people who are doing an honest, hard work, especially light work. So please, if you find them, ban them, shun them, cast them to the ends of the universe and to the four elements. Make sure that they do not get an upper hand on some of the people who have been getting scammed by these people. Report them and block them whenever necessary. So after that, if you like what you see here, please visit the website that's included in the description below. Also, if you'd like a personal reading, I'd be more than happy to help you with that. So go ahead. And also, if you like the content, please like, share, and subscribe. And I'll be sure to, appreciate that, because this is a new channel and we are trying to do things the right way, get things up off the ground, and hopefully get some good vibes flowing back to this channel. So anyways, I'm going to kick things off. I'm going to go ahead and read for Libra, Celtic Cross, and we will see what the cards have in store for us today. So hope you enjoy. So start with the basics. Right. Universe, what's in store for Libra? Go. Try that one again. Seems like a bit of a sticky situation here. I'm gonna get some more grace and charm into that shuffle. There we go, that's more like it. Took a bit of time to get started on that one. What's happening for the sign of Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising? What's happening for the sign of Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the month of May? For the rest of May. What's happening for the sign of Libra for the rest of May, Sun, Moon, and Rising? It's a bit of a sticky situation here. These cards are taking a bit of difficulty to shuffle. I don't know what's going on with it. I'll give it one more. Intuitively, I'm getting that you're looking for some kind of stability here. So we're going to see what that stability is about. Okay. Okay, let's get it cracking. How do you see yourself? Ooh, Lovers. Interesting. Challenge crossing this. Oh no, the Sun reversed. What's that about? Recent past. Nine of Wands reversed. Your future. The Ace of Swords reverse. What's underneath everything? What's at the core of all of this? Page of Cups, and this is at the top. So we are definitely in a love reading today. We're going to find out more about this, and looks like there's some choices to make. How do you see yourself? Who are you in all of this? That one will pop out. Nine of Pentacles. Environment. Magician. Hopes and fears. Hierophant. Hopefully that's a hope and not a fear. We'll see in due course. Last but not least, the potential outcome for everything. What's behind door number one? Oh my God, it's the King of Wands. Speak softly and carry a big stick, says the King of Wands. We'll clarify the King of Wands in this situation. This is going to be an interesting read. I can already feel that. Let's dig right into this meat and potatoes reading we've got here. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Cups, which indicates that you're going to be walking away from something, or potentially walking towards something that's more fulfilling. Now, we start here. There's a lot going on in this reading. This is unlike any of the other readings that I've read for. So we have the Lovers here, crossed by the Sun, reverse. So you're looking for that connection that's really going to get you off the ground, and that's really going to resonate with your soul, your spirit. But unfortunately, you're having a bit of difficulty finding that right spark, that flame with whoever it is that you're looking at. More than likely, you've been doing a bit of dating, or more than likely, you've retracted yourself from the dating scene. And now you're making a head-over-heart decision, or you're trying to connect back with yourself in order to reclaim that happiness that you've been looking for. I think I was telling a little bit of that to, was it Virgo or Sagittarius? I can't remember all of the signs that I was reading for. But we're going to see exactly what this entails. In the recent past, you are the Nine of Wands reverse. So you have given up. You're just like, you know what, screw this. I'm not participating. I don't have any more fight in me anymore. Normally in the upright, this card would say, keep going. It's like the cheerleader card, I call it. Keep going. You can do it. You're almost there. And this one is like, meh, forget it. So that's who you were in the recent past. Looking back at your situation, your quest for love and adoration and the right partnership, you just said, you know what, it's not worth it. We'll clarify exactly what that was about. What is he giving up on? What is Libra giving up on? So Libra is getting out of their head. There was a situation potentially that really put you in your head. You left you scratching your head saying, why did that happen? Why did I just get screwed over by this one person? Why exactly did I decide to give that particular relationship option a chance? And things blew up in your face, and now you've taken a bit of period to kind of just say, I'm giving up on this so that I can just get myself mentally back on the right track. And but it seems a bit strange too, because you have the Ace of Swords in the near future. Now, I'm not sure if this is you that's going to be in a bit of confusion or maybe deceptive, or if this is someone coming towards you that is going to do the same thing. Clarify, who is this related to? Who is this related to? The Emperor. The boss man. So you have a person coming back into your life that is quite a bit of a control freak, a real prat, if you want to ask me. And I think this person, I don't get a good vibe off this Emperor for some reason, because typically an Emperor is a just and upright person when they're functioning from their higher self. But this particular person is not, because you have the Ace of Swords reversed. So this is a person who's coming back in to regain control of the situation, and they are coming there with lies and deception as their means of achieving that. For you, at the core of all of this, you really just want love. I mean, I see this at the core, and what you already consciously know. You want love. You want some kind of offering of love, but you want it externally. And for some reason, I find that, you know, you are looking for a relationship. This is something that has been on your mind for a bit. Maybe you've taken a step back from it recently due to some kind of disappointments, I'd see. That's indicated by the Sun reversed. You want love. You're looking for it. It's straight down the middle here in this Celtic cross, which show in mind, body, and spirit. That is precisely what you want. And I know that Librans are really big on their relationships. And that's something that really gives them a bunch of joy and abundance to have that relationship that makes them happy. But it seems like you've been quite either unsuccessful, or it's been start and stop, or on and off. Now, this person coming into your life, let's hope that we have a good positive outcome for this, because I do see that we have some cards here. There's a lot of people in these cards. as indicated by the Page of Cups, the Emperor, the Magician, the Nine of Pentacles, the Hierophant, the King of Wands. So there's a lot of people doing stuff here. There's a lot of people involved in this. So we're going to dissect that a little bit, and we'll try to understand what this means in the grand scheme of things. You, particularly, what we had just spoken about, you yourself are the Nine of Pentacles. And this means that you are basically doing your own thing. You are going solo dolo in this lifetime, because right now you really just can't be asked to be in a relationship right now or to worry about one. Potentially you could be open to it, say, oh, okay, if the right person comes along, great. If not, I'm doing my own thing. I've got my pentacles right here. I've got my nice little happy bird keeping me company. And then, I'm just going to live my best life. There's a little bit of opulence to this. It's like I'm going to pour the resources, the time, the energy into myself and not into a relationship specifically at the moment. Even though I really want one, maybe now I should take a step back and focus on what makes me feel good. And that is the Nine of Pentacles. Not afraid to be alone. Working on their resources, their finances, focusing on your work, focusing on stacking that coin the best way possible. Now, in your environment, it seems that, you've got quite a bit of good stuff going on. You have the Magician here in your environment. So, I would see this as a person is, their environment is very conducive to achieving all the things they want. They're really good at manifesting things in their life, using the resources available to them in their environment. So you may know the right people, you may know how to connect with others to get the things that you want, to get that flat that you've been looking for, to find, a decent job or at least a side gig to your regular job. You're good at manifesting the things that you are going to use in order to, make yourself comfortable, make yourself feel at home, and to make yourself feel positive about the things that you do with yourself. Now, moving forward, we have the Hierophant. This is your hopes and fears. Now, I'm getting a little bit of ambivalence with this for some reason, and maybe we'll clarify this a little bit. But with this Hierophant, I see this as both a hope and a fear. You're looking at love. You're looking at what it has taught you, because the Hierophant is a teacher of lessons, as you see his disciples here, and the keys to the universe, male and female. This is a person who is wise. They're connected. They're the bridge between heaven and earth. This is my card, being a Taurus. And from what we know about Tauruses, they are steadfast in their devotion to things. The Pope here is steadfast in their connection to the divine, and that is precisely what drives this person to pass that knowledge from the heaven to himself, to the earth, to the people that he is, teaching. So maybe you've learned a lot of lessons in life. You've learned a lot of lessons in love. And now you're trying to apply that to yourself, which is probably driving this Nine of Pentacles energy. And I think maybe you're like, I know I really want something right now, but I'm going to take the lessons I've learned from the past and use that to kind of better myself. Make sure I'm not making the same mistakes that I've made in the past, and make sure that I'm on the right track. So if love doesn't work out, I'm not completely left penniless, or I'm not in a bad situation or in a rut, or I'm not emotionally drained from this anymore. I need to have a sense of independence. That is the Nine of Pentacles that has shown up as yourself. That said, your biggest hope could be to find the right commitment, to find the right relationship, and to eventually become a faithful, dutiful person to the partner that you seek. Doesn't matter if you're straight, gay, whatever. This applies to a person who is studious and steadfast in what they want to deliver to the rest of the people, to the rest of the world. You have to have a sense of conviction about that, especially in relationships. It's a very difficult thing to come by, especially in 2023, because there's not really a lot of devotion in this day and age, but it is possible. I mean, I know a lot of people getting married, and this is the marriage card. It seems like 2023 is going to be the year of marriage, or at least starting the path towards that. So it's something you hope for. Your biggest fear, though, could also be a commitment. Reason being is because you've been hurt in the past. What if this doesn't work out? What if I screw this up? What if they screw this up? Try to learn those lessons that you learned in the past and make sure you use that to get stable and to get grounded in yourself. Channel that Taurian energy so that way you can make sure that you are the best possible person. You are a reflection of what you want in life, which is unshakable. If this person screws things up, no worries. I'm still good on my own, as indicated by the Nine of Pentacles. Last but not least, we have the King of Wands. I see this in your outcome. This indicates a person as well. This is a person that's very charming, passionate, goes for what they want. I see a lot of manifestation energy here. King of Wands, Hierophant, Magician, Nine of Pentacles. All of these people manifest what they want in life. The Hierophant manifests precisely what the universe wants to tell the people. The Magician manifests, things within their lives. They turn lead into gold. They're the alchemists of the zodiac. They're the alchemists represented by Gemini and Virgo in the zodiac. Nine of Pentacles manifests, financial abundance and independence and wealth. And then the King of Wands manifests what he wants out of life by going for it passionately and with reckless abandon in some times. So there's a lot of manifestation I see here taking place in your life that you will want to, continue on that path, whether or not you manifest love. Now, there's something that's perplexing me a little bit about the Six of Swords here. I'm not really sure what that's saying because we also have here the Four of Cups reverse, but I'm not sure if that's really related. What is the Six of Swords about? And jumpy card. And guess what, Libra? You get your card too. You have the Queen of Swords. That is that seventh sword, ready to cut out anything that comes into your life that no longer serves you. I think you're going to take a cautious approach. You're not going to forget the lessons from the past, those Six of Swords. You're on your boat. You're going towards calmer waters, but I don't think this is going to be an easy journey. I don't see this as you going back to someone per se. It could be that you maybe are going back to a King of Wands, someone with that fiery energy, or potentially an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius in your life. Potentially that could happen. It just resonates with you. If that does resonate with you, then that would be your story. If not, carry on. But I'm noticing here, the King of Wands is sat looking to the left. The Queen of Swords is looking to the right. So potentially, and this is what comes to me intuitively, potentially you have a choice. Are you going to have a difficult journey? I see you having a difficult journey if you go back to the past, to this King of Wands that potentially wasn't even looking at you during the course of your relationship, potentially the person that did cause you some problems. And this person doesn't necessarily have your best intentions because they're not even looking at you. You're struggling to get back to the King of Wands. The Queen of Swords looks towards the future. She sees clearly, whereas the King of Wands can be a bit brash and impulsive. You have some King of Wands here. You have the Emperor here. So if there is an Emperor, King of Wands type person coming back into your life, I strongly do not recommend you going back to that person because it seems to me like their intentions are not necessarily the most scrupulous ones, and they could potentially derail you from the manifestation that you are having in your own life. Now, unlike the manifestors here, as indicated on the right column, the Queen of Swords knows. And she knows even before you approach her, she has one sword raised up. She has her hand outstretched saying, you can talk to me, but do it right, or else it's off with your head. Think about that for a bit. When you go back into the dating scene and you say, okay, I'm going to try to find the right person for me. I'm going to give this an effort. But you can't forget the lessons of the past, just like our Libran friend here, the Queen of Swords. She knows what she's been through. She sees above the clouds. She sees above the dross, the BS in her life. And she's managing to make forward progress, looking towards the future on the right, but doing so in a cautious and careful manner. Now, in the upright, it's much better in the reverse. In the reverse, she's kind of like mean, cruel, sharp tongue. But in this particular situation, she is looking forward with a little bit more grace and charm. I see a much better path, looking forward with caution and making sure that you digest what people are telling you. Make sure that you do not fall prey to people's Ace of Swords reverse, which is lies and deception, confusion at times even. And this fiery person here, I just feel like the two of these are related for some reason. If you know someone who is kind of like a bullheaded, stubborn, gimme, gimme, gimme kind of person who wants things done their way all the time and isn't willing to really give back to you, then avoid. Use your best judgment on that. Not to say it can't work out, but you will have to sacrifice quite a bit, and I do not see you manifesting and materializing the things that you want. You have a spiritual card, you have a physical card, and you have basically the guy that can do it all, the jack of all trades, the magician. Now, let's go ahead and pull you some cards of advice. We'll go ahead and see what that has to tell us. Using Moonology here, Moonology Oracle deck. It's a really nice, beautiful deck. As me being born on a Monday, I chose this deck to do some advice. Spirit, what do we have to tell Libra? What do we have to tell our lovely Librans, our airy fairies here? What do we have to tell Libra? What is the advice we need to tell Libra? What's the advice that we need to tell Libra? What's the advice that we need to tell Libra? What's to tell Mr. or Mrs. Libra? Look at that. I'm reading for Libra, and guess what comes out? A win-win outcome is forecast. Full moon in, guess what? You, Libra. Already here. And this is why I love the tarot. It's like actually speaking to a best friend. A wise old friend who knows the answers, who's always willing to tell those answers to you. So as long as you have eyes to see and a mouth and ears to hear. Sorry, not a mouth. So we have here, work through your fears. This is that fear of commitment. This could be the fears of being hurt again and in seeking for this new partnership. This will cause you to go through a profound transformation. And I think that is an important transformation that you should look into, even if you have to go undergo counseling or psychotherapy for that. I think it's important that you address those fears before getting into a new relationship. I always recommend that, so that way you can avoid repeating the mistakes of the past. I'm going back to this Libra card because this is really interesting. This was the first one to come out. A win-win outcome is forecast. Who knows? Maybe if you do go back to the other person, there's a potential something could happen, something could work out, but intuitively, I don't really get that's the case. I think that it's win-win that if you choose to go it alone, you will continue to manifest the life that you want. If you choose to get into a partnership, you will do so with the Queen of Swords energy, and make sure that you are channeling the best possible relationship that you can manifest. Not taking shit from others, not taking any lies or deception, indicated by this type of person that's come back into your life, or that will come back into your life. A lying, deceptive, low-vibing emperor. Avoid that at all costs. There's too many of them out in the world, and they do cheapen the dating market. Last but not least, you have a personal issue reaches resolution. It's full moon in Cancer, the crabs. Now, the moon being the Cancer sign anyway, or planet. We think about this resolution. Now, what could that resolution be? Once you can work through your fears, I think that's where the resolution takes place. You will actually be able to have healthier, happier relationships with boundaries, which is indicated by the Queen of Swords here. And you will be able to find that loving, fulfilling relationship that you have always sought. Do that. Love yourself first, then you'll find the right love. And I think I remember speaking about that to Virgo even, maybe. Ironically, I always feel like I'm reading for myself, because being a Libra and ascendant and a Virgo moon and a Taurus sun, a lot of these energies do tend to pop up in my own reading, but this is for you. So, what is love? You'll find it. Find it within first. Be discerning when you go looking for it outside. And I think you'll be fine. Just do you and keep smashing it in real life. Like, just keep making all these positive changes and manifestations that you've been looking for. I know in my personal life, I've been working on that specific bit, because I'm not really too arsed to go out into a relationship right now unless it does create a net positivity to my own personal life. Meanwhile, I just want to manifest the things that are more conducive to myself. Getting back into hobbies, getting back into friendships, doing the things that I love, traveling, and so on and so on. And not really worrying too much about what others think in the process. And, I've got stories about that. That's surely a story for a pint night, but we'll leave it at that. Once again, thank you so much, Librans, you lovely airy fairies, for joining us today. This is once again Illuminum Tarot. If you'd like a personal reading, feel free to reach out. I'll be sure to hook you up and get you a good, nice, cheap reading for you to answer some of your questions, depending on how many you've got. And please, if you enjoy this content, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Once again, thank you so much, and I will see you again next go round. Have a lovely May 2023.